You're going to open the chain now, chain and the scissors. So I'm so sorry. So my phone is acting up, like terribly acting up. So if you have a solution to this, please let me know in the comment section. Maybe after this live, I know most of you are going to watch the video. Let me know in the comment section how I can fix this. It like the temperature was very high and it went off suddenly. These things have happened like uncountable, like several times. It has happened severally and it's not funny anymore. It's not encouraging. So if you have a solution to this, please let me know. I don't know why my phone is going off suddenly. I've tried to search for a reason for that, to Google it out to find why it's like that. I've not been able to see a very satisfiable solution to that. So that's what happened. Temperature was hot and the phone just went off suddenly. So we are still on the fixing of the lock. So while we are while we are off the camera, while we are not streaming, I told my sister here to finish the fixing of this eyelet. So we are able to fix the eyelet, the 4 eyelets. They are now fixed. So I'm just going to fix the chain and inside the chain in your presence. So to fix this chain is it's quite hard, or like the ones I'll be using. So if you want to open it, because once you put it inside and you want to join them together, or you want to close it to secure it, it will be easy because it's quite hard. It will be that easy. It's quite hard to fix. So what you are going to do, you need your plier. Okay, you need your plier to open one of the chain from the tip here. So if you don't have a plier, you can use your scissors to just open it. Okay, I'll use your scissors, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful in doing that so you don't get yourself injured. So I'm just trying to open it. So, and you get it. All right. So you take your scissors and close it back. So the right tool to use is your plier. All right. So now we have our bag done. We have it done. This is the base. This is basically it. So we are not here for this today. So still on the fixing of eyelets. So I'm just going to bend this so you see what I'm doing. So you basically take your one of it, as I said before, you take one of it and your pen. You're going to need a pen and your pen, and you are going to get a mark out. Okay, so you place it. Let's assume we've gotten this now. What we did, as we get this, you place one of it on this. Okay, use something that is cleanable. Get your pen and draw around it. Okay, to get this rectangular shape. Okay, then once you've done it like this, you are going to take a tool. You can use your blade, you can use your rotary cutter, you can use any tool just to get a tiny, or you can also use your seam ripper just to get a hole. Then you can continue the cutting with your scissors. But if you don't have any of that, you can still continue with your scissors. So just bend it like this. Bend, see the way I'm bending it. So I'll just cut like a small tiny mark there. Okay, then I'll keep on cutting. So when you are cutting, you just cut around the mark first. Okay, and keep on widening it. Okay, you cut around the mark and keep on widening it. So don't cut too big. I always tell you, when you're fixing your lock, especially most of your accessories like your eyelets, your magnetic snaps, you start your cutting small first. You don't always cut too big, because if you are fixing your magnetic snaps, for instance, let's take that as an example, and you cut your hole too big, the magnetic snap is going to fall off. So when you're fixing most of your accessory, you always cut starting small. All right, so you take this, let's assume this is the lock you are fixing. You take it. When you take it, we want this hole, this one part of it, to come out. Sorry, just have to increase this. We want this and this to come out through this hole that we've cut. So you check it out. But when you put it inside like this, you are not going to see it. that means you have to increase the cutting until this two parts of it is thin. So I just have to increase it. So increase it until this is thin. So I'll keep on cutting. So you can see it's not seen, it's almost there. You can see part of this is seen while this other part is not seen. So you just cut, okay, or you can just use your pen and kind of use your this is a silver pen that is cleanable. Just leave a mark there. You press it. When you press it like this, you press it, this is going to imprint the mark there, so you know where to cut. That is going to act as a guide. When I pressed it, it actually imprints a mark here. So that means when I'm cutting, I'm going to extend my cutting to this mark. So instead of not being sure of where to cut, you use that as a guide to get where exactly to cut. So you keep on cutting until this is just the process of fixing your lock. Okay, so you cut. Okay, until you are able to see. You can see now, it's obvious now. You can see this and you can see this. All right, you can see that I didn't cut it wide at once. I kept on cutting gradually. I kept on cutting gradually. So I don't want to do it too much. When you do it too much, you might get it wrong because it becomes too wide and you start having issues. So you just do it gradually until you get the perfect size that you want. So I think it's okay now. So I don't want to cut further than this. So I just try it out once again. You can see how perfect it is now. So you have your cover that is going to go through the back of it. So you're just going to take your cover of, the cover of it. Once you've gotten it like this, okay, so I'll take the cover. So let me bend this down. You see what I'm doing? So you're fixing the lock now. Then you place the cover on it like this. You can see when it's like this, it's kind of rough, right? It's kind of it's not fine. You have to cover it to make it come out well. So when you cover it, make sure that this hole aligns with this. You can see there's a hole here and there's another hole here. Okay, I don't know if you can see. If you are seeing, let me know. So let me bend it like this. Okay, so you understand what I'm trying to explain. Okay, this is a hole. Okay, this is another hole. This hole here, this is the cover, which is going to be at the back. The hole here has to align with this, so you're able to screw it in place. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, so I have my assistant here. She's my sister. She also make crocheting bags. She crocheted bags. Very soon I'm going to be sharing her page, our YouTube page. Please do subscribe to our channel when I share her page, and make sure you patronize her. She's my blood. So now I am trying to screw this in place. She's going to assist me. I'll probably raise, I don't know, I'll raise the camera so she see. Hold it together.
Not sure they can see.
So I'll just raise it so you see what she's doing. Okay, so she's just going to screw it into that hole. Trying to screw it into the hole. So you can also use your tiny screwdriver to do this. Sorry, the camera is shaking. I just want you to see what she's doing. Okay, notification. So I want you to see what she's doing. She has screwed the first one into it, so she's doing the second one now. She's doing the second one. Doing the second one. So please, she has a YouTube channel where she does crocheting bag. Please do subscribe. She's very, very good. She's very skilled and talented. She does crocheting bag. Okay, so buy from her, patronize her, and she's going to be having online course as well very, very soon. So I'm going to be sharing her YouTube channel very soon. So please do patronize my sister. I also have my online course on how to use your domestic manual machine to sew beautiful bags like this. Okay, beautiful bags. I have 3 of them. I have them sewn all with domestic machine, and I have this on my YouTube channel teaching. I've taught this and I'll be uploading it tomorrow. And they are studying bag. This, we are all sewn. Can I get the other one? They were all sewn with domestic machine. Okay, plus that one with domestic machine. Okay, you can see that they are all studying bag. Then this, okay, I use the domestic machine. So to know the tips and detailed explanation, the gradual teaching, the secret and all of that, you have to register for the online master / beginner class. It's not made for the master students alone. If you are a beginner, I get you. So now this is it. We fixed it. This is it. Okay, so this is how to fix your lock. So if you want to fix the other part, which is going to, this part of it will be the one, can I get the other part, will be the one to be on the flap. Okay, will be on the flap like this. Okay, so you have this part of it to go to the body of the bag, and this is it. Okay, this is it. So this one is very simple to fix. So once you've gotten it like this, all you have to do is to position, make sure that this flap is aligned with the body of your bag. You position it, then you get your mark at the middle of it. Okay, let's assume that this is a flap. Okay, let's assume that this is a flap. So you just use this place, make sure that this one is at the middle of it, then you get the mark at the middle of this. Okay, so if I don't get, okay, let me just use this to demonstrate what I'm trying to say, so it will be more explainable or more clear to you. So if this is the flap and this is the body of the bag, okay, you want to fit this to the body of the bag, you take your flap. Okay, you take your flap like this. I just want to place it in the middle. So this is the flap, right? Then you place your flap, make sure it's all aligned. Okay, the same way this is aligned, the same way you just make sure it's aligned like this. If it's not aligned, take your clip it together, make sure this edge is at this edge is at this edge. You see that there's a mistake here. This one is not aligned, this part of it is still seen. It's because when I was fitting the magnetic snap, I didn't align it well. It's supposed to be aligned to this edge. This flap is supposed to get to this edge, while this flap is at this edge. This is perfect, but this is not that perfect, though it's close to perfection, but it's not that perfect. It's supposed to be aligned with the body of the bag. So to get that, you align it before you start fixing it. You make sure you clip it in place. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain here. So you align the flap to the body, then after that, okay, you can see the back is neat as well, the front is neat. This is the front, so you make sure it's aligned. Then you get your pen. Okay, get your pen, get the middle of it. It has to be at the middle. Okay, get the middle of it. Okay, so once you've gotten the middle, okay, this mark that I've made has to be on the body of the bag. It has to be on this part of this is the body of the bag. Okay, this is called the main panel of the bag, and this is the flap of the bag. This cross mark has to be on the body of the bag. You put this and you get the middle, and that mark has to be on the body of the bag. Then you take this part is the part that is going to be on the body of your bag, so you can just widen it out. I'm trying to bring them open, like widen it. Then the middle of it, okay, you can eyeball it. From here you cannot actually get the middle, but you eyeball it, use your eyes to see it. Then you place the middle and place the middle of this has to be at the middle. You can see I've crossed the mark, so it has to be at that cross mark. Then you press it to imprint a mark, to put a mark there. Okay, you press it, sorry, you press it. So when I pressed it, can you see there are 2 marks there? Then you mark it out to make it that obvious. Then you take your seam ripper. I don't know if I can get my seam ripper, so I'm just going to use my scissors because I did not get it ready. But seam ripper is better in order to cut too much of a wide mark. So I just bend it like this, take my scissors. Okay, then I'll be able to cut a hole there. Then you put it, it's very simple. This is simplest to fix. Then just press it very and it's strong. Okay, but one other way I secure this is most time I just use my super glue to do this. I don't know if I can get my super glue. or I used my tape. Here's that cello tape. Okay, sorry, I didn't get most of those things ready. So you can use your super glue or you can use your tape to make it extra secured. So you bend this down, all right, bend this down, and you put your cello tape and just close it up to make it neat. All right, so now it's a bit tight, but I would advise you use your super glue and your cello tape to make it extra secured. Then this is just basically what you've done. All right, so you've been able to fix your lock just the same way we fixed this. Okay, I also made this explanation on this tutorial, but it's not as detailed as doing it live. Okay, that's why I've always advised you to come to my live stream to learn extra, because I take time to explain and it's live. You see what I'm doing. If I'm making mistakes, you see it. If I'm doing anything right, you see it. So it's more advisable to be present in my live stream whenever I'm doing live than to watch the tutorial, because you get more detailed explanation. So that's basically how to fix your lock with a screw to it. So if you are just coming, I know some of you are just coming, make sure you go to the other previous video I've done. This like they are in section because my phone was acting up and it went off suddenly. So we are basically going to edit it today, and by the grace of God, we're going to be uploading a video concerning this bag tomorrow. And it's night here. It's actually night. It's past 10 p.m. here in my country, and I know in USA now, because of most of you who registered for my course are in USA and in Canada and other countries. So I know mostly it's afternoon as I'm making this live stream. So good afternoon, and it's night here. I just end this live stream and I'm going to rest. I'm going to have my rest. All right, have a beautiful day, and make sure you subscribe. If you are just watching and you have not subscribed, it doesn't take you anything to subscribe to this channel. You just to go to the subscription button, you just press it. You're not going to pay any amount. You're not doing it, won't take anything from your account. Subscribe. And I want to remind you again, I've been monetized. So my membership, okay, if you want to encourage me, okay, make sure you register for my membership, okay, and just encourage me, subscribe, and always watch my video to the end, not to miss out of anything. Be patient watching to the end to gain some of these tips and tricks in my tutorial. Have a beautiful day, and compliments of the season to you, my subscribers and my supporters. I love you all. Thank you for your encouragement. Have a good night from here. And if you're in USA, if you're in Canada, if you're in Ghana, if you're in Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Zambia, all of this country, most of this country that I've mentioned, I have my students there. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patronage, and God bless you. And lastly, I have most of these accessories on my website. If you have any interest to purchase any of them, send me a private message or DM me a direct message, and I will respond to you ASAP, okay, as soon as possible. Bye. Thank you. I'm going to edit now.